Yo, people, what's good? What's good? It's your host with the most, man. Got to drop a lot of uncut jewels. But today, listen, I'm every which way, you know? But today, we're going to talk about drawing that line. A lot of us, as men, we get to a particular place in life and we stop drawing lines. We stop setting boundaries. We stop doing all that. And then we wonder why a lot of things go to shit. We got a lot of people not following through with everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need help. People show us where we need to either take our alliances. How do you feel about certain situations? You got to draw a line between all that, for all that. Because then people know you're just on the fence kind of guy. You can't be on the fence about everything in life. Excuse me, y'all. Still getting over a little cold. And excuse me. But you got to draw the line somewhere. You can't be bogged down by so many different things that you're trying to do. And trying to differentiate what's good for me and how I look as far as my image or what's right. Most people go to choose what drawing a line does for their image versus what's right. More people will respect you if you're doing the things that's what's right. But most people know that when you do the things that's right, it don't mean nothing. You'll have some people telling you that, choose what's best for your image, what you put out there to the people. That's all fine and dandy. That's okay. But you got to know when to do the right thing, whether it's for you or actually just doing the right thing. Now, I'm going to tell you like this, man. Being a person, that always like to do right, be right, just through trial and error, just through life experiences, has taught me, man, sometimes doing the right thing for the right reasons can be at the wrong time. Sometimes you do the right things at the wrong time. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's kind of hard because it's like, damn, I did all this and it still turned out like this. Hypothetically, I'm just giving you that, just a broad statement. Like, I put myself in a place of speaking from confidence, but it still went wrong. The things that people choose to do outside of your information that you give them has no weight or bearing on you. They got to take that information and apply it. But sometimes people are not going to grasp to the things that you know. So you have to draw a line in between what's right and what's good for your image. And why am I talking about this? Because there's a lot of things as men we don't do. And I include myself in that. Because I'm not exempt. Because I'm giving some information, dropping some jewels or something like that. I am not exempt. Stop thinking you're the exception to the rule. Some of you are. I will not say that because y'all know I don't speak in absolute. I speak in balance. And there's going to be some people out there that are exceptions to the rules, but you may not be. I may not be. Well, people need to know who you are, what you stand for, what things are you willing to stand on, and even in some cases die for. But you got to draw that line. If you ain't drawing no line, people can't clearly see who you are. I try to be a man that live very transparent on this camera, off this camera, in my personal life. Most people can't do that. Some can say that, maybe even a lot can say that, but most don't. They portray an image that's not of them. So within that being said, people can also see how scatterbrained you are. You can't make a decision. You hear one day, you low the next. Being very indecisive. Get that kind of, clear your mind, focus. You gotta be on some focus shit to get through. You gotta be on some focus shit to draw lines so people can clearly see This is where I stand. You dig what I'm saying? People got to know that about you. Some people know. Fellas, get this. Most people can see. Most women can see the women that you're dealing with. That you're not a man of sound mind. You know what I'm saying? You willing to fall for anything. Some of us, not all of us. But people gotta know where you stand. Your woman needs to know where you stand. She needs to know that if she crossed this line, there's gonna be some consequences. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that consequence may be. If people don't know that about you, they'll walk all over you. Now, I've mentioned this many a times in many of videos. But it has to be said. Some people fail to get it. Some people gotta bump their head many and plenty of times in order for them to get it. You even scatterbrained about love, of what you want, what you don't want. You're unsure of yourself. Don't be so unsure of yourself where people can see it and it's resonating off you. That screams, I want to be taken advantage of. Whether it's my coworkers, my woman, my friends. You can't seem to stick to one thing. You can't stand for one thing. Well, draw that line in the sand, man. So people know where you stand. In life and or in death. You know what I'm saying? Because some things that we stand on can bring about a lot of different reactions. But if people don't know where you stand, they can't rely on you. You're not dependable in your thought pattern. You're unpredictable. Now, it's good to be unpredictable in certain cases, but this is not one of them. Certain things in life will not allow you to be on the fence. Is either you on this side or you on that side. Your friends need to know what kind of person you are. If you're a person that straddles the fence quite often and don't stand on what you believe or your opinions or the statements that you make, that means it's all falsified by something you don't believe or you don't stand on. This is what I'm trying to make sense to you. But that only comes through experience. People will treat you quite different from they treat the rest of the world because they see how you walk in this life. They can't never really go to you and ask you a question, even if it's just a debate about sports, about what you should and shouldn't do as a man. Your thought pattern and what you speak are not of what you live. You on the fence about everything. So you know what? You're going to be on the fence about who you are as a man. And it's something that we got to find out. So don't let nobody shame you about it. I'm just speaking on it. Bringing it to you in a different way, in a different light. Saying it in a different way. My message may not resonate with you. It may resonate with somebody who needs this. But it's sometimes we speak to you in these platforms and you don't get it. But somebody else may say it because you may have more of a connection with them. And it resonates a lot better because who it comes from. It's not so much the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the message and you judging the message. So you can't find where to draw your lines at. But if somebody said it differently, you may get it. But that's all. I ain't really want to be here long, people. And I appreciate y'all for stopping through. Those who are going to watch on the replay, you know what I'm saying? And the whole nine. I appreciate y'all. It's all love and respect to those who are subscribing, those who watch with silent eyes. All right, so it's much appreciated. Y'all be blessed. And I'm kick it, and I'm gonna keep it pushing until the next one.